This is a review of the Citadel by GWA. This is the Gen 3 version, so as of 2021, this is kind of the current version. This is a unique kind of bag because it's made in small batches by GWA. Everything is sourced and made in the US. This is a 24-liter bag. The materials are very, very high-end, so it's 1000D Invista Cordura on the outside and 420D pack cloth on the inside. It also uses this very innovative stretchy material in both this front pocket, the water bottle pocket, and the strap. The material is called tweed, and it's kind of a stretchy material that it's very useful, as you will see. This bag has a lot of interesting ideas. Some are good, some I personally do not like, but let's go through them. Starting from the front. So as I said, the front has two pockets. The deeper one has a stretch material, and the top one is a standard setup with a loop field, so you can customize it. This pocket is really neat because it's stretchy, as you can tell. So right now I have it inside my Uniqlo ultralight vest, so that goes in there quite easily. And this is a great place for, honestly, a jacket. You can also put headphones in there. So for example, this is the Sony XM4. It's not a very thick case, which is the key, and this will go in there with no problems. You can obviously put the raw headphones in there, but I'd rather have it protected by a case. Another thing you can put in there, another obvious use of this pocket is to put in a tech pouch. So this is the Surge pouch by Alpha 1.9er. Again, it's not very thick, so it goes in there quite easily, and in fact it has room to spare. So I really like packs that have a useful front compartment, because without opening the bag, I can get to what I need. Similarly, on the top, this is a very natural, small admin area. Let me show it to you. So these days, I have my mask in there. And then there's some pockets in the back, some slimmer ones for pens and some wider ones for other items. So I have my, of course, headphones. And then you can also throw your phone in there as well. One thing that this is not unique to this bag is that somehow this flap is just low enough that I need to flip it open to get to the pen inside. So that's a little bit annoying. Not a deal breaker, but I think this can be tweaked a tiny bit if possible, so that I can just get to the pen without having to do this. The other thing I have is I wish the inside liner here is not black, but some other color that's a little bit more high-vis. So if you notice, the hardware is really nice, right? The zipper works perfectly. The pulls are also a little bit unique. It has a paracord, but then it has this heat shrink wrap in the middle, followed by a very, very chunky, in a good way, zipper pull. So great hardware. So this is the front. Next, we have side pockets. So again, these are made of the same stretchy material. It's nice that they have a tab here, and notice it has this angle as well. So little touch. A 20-ounce hydro flask fits easily without even really stretching it. So a 32-ounce, the wider ones, definitely will fit in there, no problem. So one thing that I do not like about it, and this is similar complaint people have with the Evade lines of bags as well. The bag itself, honestly, looks really nice. It's understated in a good way, and these pockets, I think, kind of distract to this streamlined look. Now that they have stretchy material, I would hope that there's a way to make this a little tighter so they're less billowy when they're not used. So main compartment, this is a fully clamshell opening bag. The front has two pockets. They're not meshed. Again, really well made. The bottom one is pleated, which I love. So that means that if you need to, this bottom area, bottom pocket can take some volume. One problem though is this area basically shares space with this front stretch pocket. So if I take out the pouch and leave the front pocket empty, right, then there's more room here. But otherwise, whatever you put in this stretch pocket is pushing back into this area, which I guess makes the pleat even more important, but otherwise we would have more room. So for me, for the top pocket, this is where I usually put stuff that I need more. I just throw in there my mini charging kit and my mini med kit. Then the rest of the main compartment is just one big clamshell, which is great. So I have here my drone box and a PDW pouch that has my bigger battery in it to charge up the drone as I need to. And the back wall has this 2 strips of loop fill and GWA sell tearaway pouches, which are pouches that have hooks on the back. So you can just mount them in here, but you can also customize it however you like. I just throw in this pouch that I happen to have just to show how you can use this loop fill in the back. So no additional organization besides 2 tabs on the top. So here you can hook in other items as well. Let's move on to the back laptop compartment. So it opens maybe a third of the way down, and inside, this is kind of the signature design. It's of this very sharp red color. I have in here a older 15-inch MacBook Pro. So this thing just fits in it. If you have a smaller laptop, obviously it will fit as well. The Gen 3 has a non-removable frame sheet in the back, and there are some padding. So the laptop is quite protected. The pocket is suspended in the bottom, and the bottom of the pack actually is slightly padded. Now, so one thing about this area is, besides the laptop pocket, there really isn't anything else. There are space in the middle. So I have in here my 11-inch MacBook Pro that obviously fits in there and is protected, but I really wish that the back area has a little bit more organization, either in terms of stretch pockets or something. Otherwise, this whole area is kind of wasted. Basically, you can just put flat items in there, and it's easy to, and it's difficult to get out. The top handle, it's very well padded, it's nice. The foam kind of ends here, and then it's attached back onto the main bag, like so. That stretchy tweed material is also used for the shoulder straps. So that makes the straps less abrasive and more comfortable. This is really a very comfortable bag to wear. The spacing of the top strap is very narrow. So for me, I'm kind of regular build. It works fine, but people have complained that they wish the top strap is a little bit further out, giving you more space. Standard webbing ladder down the front for additional items. Plastic D-ring is always useful for hooking on whatever you need, and then sternum strap. All the straps have built-in management with a little bit of elastic there so that you can get the ends tightened up as you need to. There's a compression strap on either side of the pack, so if you need to cinch the bag down a little bit, you can use them. I really wish they used fit lock here because that just makes it so much more cool. Most of the time, I just leave them unbuckled because I don't really need it. The back padding is very well done. It has 3 separate areas, so with channel for airflow. These are meshed. They feel good on the body. And finally, there is a pass-through here that you can attach a hip belt if you need to. A lot of thoughts have been put into the design of this bag, obviously. This is, after all, the Gen 3 version. It really has a good mixture of organization while the bag is looking very, very, I wouldn't say stealthy, but certainly understated in a very good way. So this makes a very good everyday carry bag. This is not a cheap bag. It's very well made, but I do have a couple of changes that I would make to it if it was myself. But otherwise, this is still a very, very unique bag.